Hello friends, welcome to Amrita series on current affairs linked to mock work. This is the second part as we are not going to discuss everything in detail here as it is not required for identifying locations. If you need detailed description, you can go through the PDF of complete mock work. We will upload it soon. Let us start now. The first one, Gokabil Community Reserve. It is nothing but an oxbow lake in Bihar. Recently, it has been declared as the state's first community reserve. Gokabil is formed as a result of the flow of rivers like Mahananda, Kankar River, and Ganga River. This is a location of Gokabil. The next one, Char Dham. Char Dham is a group of four holy sites of Hindu religion. It includes Badrinath, Kedarnath, Gangotri, and Yamunotri. All these sites are in Uttarakhand, Kumaon Himalayas. Why is it in news? Because of Chardham Highway project. This is the proposed Chardham Highway project. Uh, it is a construction and development of around 900 kilometers of national highway connecting all these four pilgrimage sites, that is Badrinath, Kedarnath, Gangotri, and Yamunotri. It is an estimated cost of around 12,000 crore. So you need to identify the locations. Next one, Pakke or Pakku Tiger Reserve. This tiger reserve is in Arunachal Pradesh. That red arrow shows the tiger reserve location. Why this tiger reserve was in news? Because Arunachal Pradesh government decided to build a highway through this Pakke Tiger Reserve. The location is in East Kamang district. You can see the second picture there. Kamang River, you can see Kamang River. The east of Kamang River is East Kamang district and west is West Kamang district. So Pakke is in the East Kamang district. And in the West Kamang district, that yellow arrow shows Sesa. Sesa is an orchid sanctuary in the West Kamang district. Next one, Pench and Periyar sanctuaries. Here I am going to talk about two sanctuaries and both are tiger reserves as well. The first one is Pench. Pench is located in Madhya Pradesh. This is a location of Pench. Actually the border between Maharashtra and Madhya Pradesh. The next one is the Periyar Sanctuary or Periyar Tiger Reserve. The location is shown here. It is in Kerala. That is the border between Kerala and Tamil Nadu in the Western Ghats. These two tiger reserves were in news in the latest tiger census. The two tiger reserves were acclaimed as the best managed tiger reserves in India. This is the latest tiger census data. That is landscape-wise tiger population in India. Red marked one, that is Central India and the Eastern Ghats. This landscape is having the maximum tiger population. Next one is which multi-purpose project. Before talking about which multi-purpose project, I need to talk about the Indus Valley Treaty of 1960. Indus Water Treaty is a treaty of water sharing between India and Pakistan. According to that treaty, rivers in that region is divided into western rivers and eastern rivers. Western rivers, that is Indus, Jhelum, and Chenab, belong to Pakistan, and eastern rivers, that is Ravi, Beas, and Satluj, belong to India. That is the unrestricted water usage for India from these eastern rivers. In order to utilize maximum water from these eastern rivers, Government of India decided to go ahead with this particular multi-purpose project, that is which multi-purpose project. This which multi-purpose project is on Uj River in Katwa districts of Jammu and Kashmir. It is a tributary. This Uj River is a tributary of Ravi River, and this Uj River originates from Kailas Mountains and joins this Ravi River. You can see some other dams locations, that Pong Dam, that is on Bias River, then Bakra Dam is on Satluj River, then Ranjit Sagar Dam again on Ravi River. Okay, next one, Vadhavan Port. This port is located in Madhya Pradesh, Thane district of Madhya Pradesh. This is in news as government proposed a new port, that is the 13th port of government of India in Vadhavan. It is near the Hanu. It is in Thane district. Although we have 12 ports, and this would be the 13th one, and is developed on landlord model. You need to read about landlord model. You need to go through the 12 other ports of India as well. This is the Hanu, that Vadavan is very near to the Hanu. Next one, Mahadai River. That is Mahadai River disputes was in news for a long time. That is Mahadai basin spread across three states. That is Karnataka, Maharashtra, and Goa. Mahadai starts from Karnataka and flow through Goa and discharge into this Arabian Sea. You can see the Mahadai river here. Then you can see another river, Malaprabha, that is in Karnataka as well. See this picture. You get a clear idea from this picture that is a dispute between the states regarding the construction of Kalasa Banduri Nala project. That is, you can see from the yellow arrow here. It is Karnataka government's drinking water project. That is Kalasa Banduri project is Karnataka's drinking water project. It's a tributary of Mahadai River. That is Benturi is a tributary of Mahadai River. Kalasa, another tributary of Mahadai River. You can see a canal constructing between this Benturi and Malaprabha River, again Kalasa and Malaprabha River for diverting water. And here in the Malaprabha downstream, you can see Malaprabha Dam as well. According to Govan government, Karnataka is looting water from these tributaries, and which lead to decrease in discharge of Mandovi River. Mahadai River is otherwise known as Mandovi in Goa. That is the reason for this dispute. Next one, Kopili River. This was in news related to a wild berry, Cariza populi. This plant was highly, threatened by this particular river because of hydroelectric project on this Kopili River and heavy pollution from coal mining in the upstreams of Meghalaya. So location of this Kopili River, this is a Kopili basin spread across Meghalaya and Assam. Next one, Satluj Yamuna Link Canal. You can see two rivers here. The yellow marked one is the Satluj River and green marked one is the Yamuna River. We can talk about Satluj River first. Satluj River, then you can see Govind Sagar Reservoir, then Bakra Dam. The reservoir for that Bakra Dam is Govind Sagar Reservoir. The first one, Bakra Dam, it's in Himachal Pradesh. Then you can see Nankal Dam, that is in Punjab part. So together known as Bakra Nankal Hydroelectric Project or Multi-Purpose Project. Then after this Nankal Dam, you can see a dotted arrow starts from that Satluj. That dotted arrow shows Yamuna Satluj Link Canal. Then come to the second arrow, that is green one, that is Yamuna River. And in the downstreams of Yamuna River, you can see again a canal deviated from that Yamuna River, that is Yamuna Canal. Actually, this Yamuna Satluj Link Canal linking Satluj to Yamuna Canal. So between Punjab and Haryana state. So again, a water dispute between these two states. That is the reason why this was in news. Next one is Mekedath project. We get the news value from this location itself. You can see the location here. Mekedath is in Karnataka, bordering Tamil Nadu, and it is a hydroelectric and drinking water project of Karnataka. So definitely dispute between two states, that is a dispute of water sharing. See the Mekadat project. It is in the Ramnagar district of Karnataka, bordering Tamil Nadu. That is a Kaveri river. That green marked one is a Kaveri river. Then Kaveri river flow through that Mekadat region, then to Hogenekel, famous waterfalls and tourism site there. Then flow through the border of Karnataka, Tamil Nadu, and entering Tamil Nadu. Here in the downstreams, you can see Mettur Dam and Mettur Dam's reservoir. That's all about this Mekadat project. Next one, Malappuram. See the location of Malappuram, that is located in Kerala. It's a town and a bordering district of uh, Tamil Nadu. This is in news as Malappuram is selected as one of the world's fastest growing urban area by Economic Intelligence Unit of United Nations. They evaluated the change. Fastest change happened here in Malappuram. That is, UN evaluated that change for a period of 2015 and 2020. Uh, the Malappuram got the first rank. Next one is the Thar Link Express. News: India suspends Thar Link Express. That is actually it's a train or a rail link connecting Jodhpur in India and Karachi in Pakistan. Pakistan downgraded diplomatic ties after the revocation of special status of Jammu and Kashmir. This Starlink Express is a weekly train. It departs from one of the stations, Bhagat Ki Koti in Jodhpur, and reach another point. It is marked as red, Munabo. That is the last station within the Indian border. Till that station, Indian Railway service is there. Then after that, Pakistan Railway. So this is not a single express. Two railway services are providing this Starlink Express, Indian Railway services and Pakistan Railway services. Indian Railway from Bhagat Ki Koti to Munabo station, the passengers change train at the 0 point. It is marked over there in the yellow arrow, 0 point. So passengers board another train from that 0 point to Karachi. That is another Tar Express from Pakistan Railway Services. Andaman Nicobar Command. That is, this picture shows, integrated armed forces. That is, blue one, Air Force, that black one, Army, then the remaining white one and all, Navy. So this shows an integrated armed force. The news value is related to the reforms in armed forces, especially the integration of armed forces. That is the appointment of Chief of Defense Staff recently. One of the first reforms to integrate forces was to establish a tri-service command, theater command, tri-service theater command in Andaman Nicobar. That is location of Andaman Nicobar here. Northern islands are known as Andaman Islands. The northernmost one is the North Andaman. Second one is the Middle Andaman, and the Lower Andaman or South Andaman. Then another major island is Little Andaman. So you can see that Port Blair. Port Blair is a capital located in the South Andaman. Next one, Kajinsara Lake. This is newly discovered Kajinsara Lake. See the location is marked. It is in the Manang district of Nepal. Um, this lake set a new record, likely to set a new record as being the world's highest lake. Next one is Mangtechu hydroelectric plant. That is, you can see here that is a drainage system in Bhutan. A new hydroelectric plant was jointly inaugurated by prime ministers of both the countries. With the completion of this 720 megawatt plant, you can see this as red marking in that picture. This After the inauguration of this 720 megawatt plant, the joint generation, hydroelectric power generation between Bhutan and India crossed around 2000 megawatt. Another two projects on Sangosh River, you can see the Sangosh River there. The Mangdechu River is a tributary of Manas River. The other one, Mangdechu River, is a tributary of Manas. Then Sangosh River in India, that is a tributary of Brahmaputra. The two hydroelectric projects, Sangosh 1 and Sangosh 2. Sangosh 1, 2500 megawatt. Sangosh 2, that is in the downstream. Sangosh Lift project, 60 megawatt. That is another proposed project. There are some projects ongoing in this Bhutan region, that is Pang. You can see here the red marked one, Puna 1, that is Punat Sangchu 1, then Puna 2, that is Punat Sangchu 2, and the third one, Kolanju. These are the three hydroelectric projects already completed and going on the combined generation. Next one, Chittagong and Mongla port. You can see the marking Mongla and Chittagong. Chittagong means Chittagong, same port. That both are in Bangladesh. These were recently in news as Bangladeshi Prime Minister visited India and signed several deals. One of them related to the standard operating procedure and use of this movement of goods to and from this particular ports, that is Mongla and Chittagong. So this is an easy access for India to reach the northeastern region. There are some other connectivity points to India apart from Agartala shown here. That is from this Chittagong and Mongla port. Goods can be transported through various transportation means by road, river, or rail by Bangladeshi vessels. Then it can reach the connectivity points shown in this map. Srimatpur in Tripura, Agartala, that is in Tripura, then Sudarkandi in Assam. These are the different points for this border connectivity. Actually, two countries signed this MOU way back in 2015, and now they agreed for the standard operating procedure. Next one, Motihari Amaleganj oil pipeline project. This was recently in news as India and Nepal have successfully concluded the testing transfer of this oil pipeline. This is an oil pipeline connecting Motihari in Bihar and Amaleganj in Nepal, around 69 kilometers pipeline. Then lots of specialities for this pipeline, as this is the first trans petroleum pipeline from India, or first South Asian oil pipeline, and first oil pipeline in Nepal. These are the specialities of this pipeline. Next one, Paletwa Sorinpui Road. Paletwa Sorinpui Road. Recently, the president of Myanmar visited India and had various discussions. And one of the important takeaways of that visit was the early completion of Paletwa Sorinpui Road. That is a part of Kaladan project. We need to know what is Kaladan project. Kaladan project is a multi-mode transit transport project of India. That is, you can see from this diagram the connectivity from this Kolkata region to Haldia. It is where this Hooghly River. Then Haldia to one port here in Myanmar, Switi Port. We already talked about Switi Port in the part 1 session. Around 539 kilometers sea route from this Haldia to Switi. Then Switi to Paletwa. You can see Paletwa in the upstreams of Kaladan River. That is a river, Kaladan River, flowing through this Rakhine state. That is Rakhine state. Then around 158 kilometers waterway from Switi to Paletwa. Then Palettua to Swarinpui road connectivity, that is around 129-kilometer highway connectivity from Palettua to Sorinpui. Sorinpui is not in India; it is the last point, the border point of Myanmar. That that last mile connectivity, that is Palettua to Sorinpui, that was completed. So India can, use this route for transporting goods from India to the northeastern parts. I mean, Seven Sisters in the northeastern region. Next one, BVIN MVA, Bangladesh, Bhutan, India, Nepal Motor Vehicle Agreement. From this picture itself, you can see the connectivity from Dhaka in Bangladesh, that is Dhaka to Kakravida, then Dhaka to Guwahati, Dhaka to Kolkata, then Dhaka to Agartala. So, these are the proposed connectivity lines. Mm. A meeting was held recently between officials of these countries, and they drafted a memorandum of understanding among this Bangladesh, India, and Nepal. As this Bhutan, they did not get the parliament note for this project, so they actually backed out from this project. But considering the Bhutan's concern, that is, their concern is related to environmental issues and all. By considering their concern, we go ahead with the other three countries go ahead with this project, and Bhutan is considered as an observer state. Next one, Ha Alif Atoll and Adu Atoll. Before talking about this atoll, I need to talk about a coral reef. The this Maldives country. This country, Maldives, are coral islands, and atoll is one particular type of coral. That is a ring-shaped coral. There are different types of corals. The ring-shaped corals are known as atolls, and mostly ring-shaped corals in Maldives. And the southernmost atoll or southernmost ring-shaped coral in Maldives is Adu Atoll, that you can see in the second picture, Adu Atoll. So this was recently in news as government of India and Maldives signed a memorandum of understanding for establishing some tourism development in the southern atoll, that is Adu Atoll, Adu Tourism Zone. Apart from that, government of India setting up a bottled plant. That means bottled water plant in northernmost atoll, that is Ha Alif Atoll, that is marked by this yellow arrow. And in the first diagram, you can see the northernmost atoll, Ha Alif Atoll, then southernmost, Adu Atoll. Next one, Yongle Blue Hole. This is a hole. Actually, this is a cave run. It's a marine cave run located in the Sisha Islands of South China Sea. Sisha Island means Paracel Islands. You can see the marking there, the location of Paracel Islands. In these islands, recently found the deepest marine cave run, nearly 300 meters depth from that surface level. Next one, South China Sea. So we talked about the Yongle Blue Hole, that is in South China Sea. You see the location of that Paracel Island. It's in Paracel Island, that yellow marking, Paracel Island in the South China Sea. See the location of seas in the eastern regions of China, that is East Asia. Sea of Japan, that is a sea between Japan and the Asian mainland. Then East China Sea, till the Taiwan region, then South China Sea. Next one, Wuhan. Wuhan was in news as latest world's military games held in Wuhan. Apart from that, coronavirus outbreak happened here in Wuhan. It's on the bank of the river Yangtze. This is a location of Wuhan. Next one, Storm Sierra. This is a storm recently developed over the northern European region. This is the exact location of that storm, created a havoc in that region. That is, Iceland, Ireland, UK, and Norway. That region, North Sea region. Next one is the Northern European Enclosure Dam. You get an idea from this picture itself. Uh, it was recently in news as this Northern European countries are planning to construct a dam because they are facing threat from sea level rise. So, in order to prevent water entering from the Arctic region and this Atlantic region, they are constructing a wall between these countries, between UK and Norway, northern part of UK, that is northern Scotland and Norway, then between southwest England and France. The northern one is around 300 miles and southern one around 100 miles, because it's a big project and estimated cost around 250 to 550 million euro. And this project cost is contributed by all these northern European countries, and it is a 20-year project. Next one, the same thing, just shows that distance around 476 kilometer, then 161 kilometer in kilometer terms. Next one is North Sea route. You can see the blue marking here from the East Asian region to Northern Europe. That is the existing route. North Sea route is a red marked one. That is, connecting Arctic Ocean via this Bering Strait. Um, that is East China to Northern Sea. This North Sea is having huge reserves of natural gas and petroleum. Russia planning to develop this particular route as they build icebreaker ships and clear the route as well. That is the reason why this was in news recently. Next one, we can go through that North Sea route region. That is the Bering Strait, then Chukchi Sea, East Siberian Sea, Leptep Sea, Kara Sea, Barents Sea, Norwegian Sea, and finally to the North Sea. Next one, Ogdokul Glacier. This particular glacier is in Iceland. You can see from that picture. It is to the north of Reykjavik, their capital. This particular glacier was in news as Iceland recently commemorated this particular glacier with plaque. It was actually declared dead in 2014, and now somewhat completely disappeared. That is, Iceland's one of the largest glacier, around 16.1 square kilometer glacier. You can see from this coming picture. This is around 16.1, not exactly square kilometer, 16.1 miles. But now the picture is on the right hand side. It is nothing left because of this climate change. Next one, Power of Siberia project. This project was recently in news as China and Russia inaugurated the first cross-border pipeline, that is called Power of Siberia. You can see the Power of Siberia here. Power of Siberia is nothing but the mineral resource in that region, especially natural gas. You can see the natural gas pipeline connectivity in the far east, that is from Sakhalin 1, Sakhalin 2, that is Sakhalin Island, rich natural gas deposit, Sakhalin 1, Sakhalin 2, to Vladivostok. We talked about Vladivostok in the first session. So from Sakhalin to Vladivostok via Khabarovsk, that is the first link. Then proposed link from Khabarovsk to Vovodny. The other one that is shown in the red, that is Kovicta field, from Kovicta field again to Vovodny, then to China. That is Vovodny to Heihe in the Russian part, then Heihe to Beijing in the Chinese part, around 4,000 kilometer pipeline. They constructed this in 5 years. Next one, Haji Ghat mines. This was recently in news as India can export iron ore from this particular Haji Ghat mine. See the location of Haji Ghat mine in the first picture. Haji Ghat mine, that is iron ore reserve. Similarly, another mine near Kabul, that Hajikak mine is in the Bamiyan region of Afghanistan. We talked about Bamiyan region in the previous session, that is in the first part. Then, the second one here is the Kabul, near Kabul, the Smes Ainak mine, that is a copper mine owned by China. Then now India got the nod for exporting this iron ore from this Hajikak. So India planning to construct a rail link from Hajikak to Chabahar port via Saranj. You can see the location here in the second picture. Next one, Sehidan, Sarang, and Delera. These are all the locations uh, between Chabahar and Afghanistan. That is the part of India, Iran, Afghanistan transport and trade corridor. That is Chabahar port. Then Sehidan. Sehidan is near the border point between Pakistan, Afghanistan, and Iran. That is Sehidan. Then Saranj. Saranj is in Afghanistan, and Dalaram also in Afghanistan. Next one, Dukkam port. Dukkam port, you can see from this picture, that is a strategic port in the northwest Arabian Sea. This was in news as India got access to this port facility for military use. Next one is Abqaiq and Quraysh. These are the two locations in Saudi Arabia. You can see Riyadh, that is the capital of Saudi Arabia. This Abqaiq and Quraysh is located in the eastern province of Saudi Arabia. Abqaiq is an oil processing plant, and Quraysh, major second largest oil field in Saudi Arabia. So these two areas recently in news as there was a drone attack and volatility in oil prices. These two places are government-owned oil field. See the location of Abqaiq and Quraysh. Next one, Idlib. We already talked about Idlib in the first part. Here, Idlib is a location in Syria. Here you can see a blue marked area, that is, government control area, a Syrian government control area. That is Idlib area, that is orange marked one. That is the area where consistent fighting going on between Syrian army and Syrian rebels. Foreign players also there like Russia and United States. So recently in news, as this Russia and Turkey concluded a peace treaty there, especially ceasefire. Then you can see that brown marked area. Brown marked area is the Turkish controlled area, and then to the green marked area. Green marked area is an undeclared area, undeclared Kurdish area. Kurd population is there. They are controlling this green marked area. Next one, Baku. Vice President recently attended the 18th NAM summit at Baku. Baku is in Azerbaijan, and this is a hotspot as this is famous for oil and natural gas. You can see the natural gas linkage pipelines from Baku to Turkmenistan, then Baku to Georgia, Turkey, that is oil pipeline, then Baku to Russia, another oil pipeline. So you need to go through the countries bordering Caspian Sea, altogether 5 countries bordering Caspian Sea. Then a quick review on West Asian region. That is, we talked about Dukkam port, then Chabahar port, Gwadar port, that is Pakistan controlled port developed by China, then Sekidan, Saranj, Dalaram, then Hajikak mines, then Doha, that is the capital of Qatar, then Riyadh, capital of Saudi Arabia, then Quraysh oil field, Jeddah is the religious capital of Saudi Arabia, then Idlib in Syria, then Kurdish inhabited region, then Baku. Next, Mekong Ganga Corporation. This is an international body, and their 10th ministerial meeting was held recently in Bangkok, that is in Thailand. The Mekong Ganga Corporation consists of 6 member countries. So before talking about Mekong Ganga Corporation, I need to talk about what is Mekong. Mekong is a river in the Southeast Asian region. That river flows through the Southeast Asian countries like Myanmar, Laos, Thailand. Cambodia, and Vietnam. So Myanmar, Laos, Thailand, Cambodia, Vietnam, five countries, Mekong countries. Then India, six members. Next one, East Asian Summit. Uh, Chennai was the venue of last East Asian Summit. It's actually a body of regional cooperation. It consists of 18 members. You don't need to study complete 18 members, just study that ASEAN members 10 countries, plus south of ASEAN, that is Australia, New Zealand, then north of ASEAN, prominent countries in the north of ASEAN, China, Japan, South Korea, Russia. Then two other countries in the east and west. One in the east, that is US, one in the west, that is India. Altogether 18 members. Next one, BIMSTEC. Uh, India has got a very good relation with these BIMSTEC countries, and these BIMSTEC leaders were invited for the Prime Minister's swearing-in ceremony, and a BIMSTEC conference was there. So consistently in news related to this BIMSTEC, the countries are Sri Lanka, India, Nepal, Bhutan, Bangladesh, Myanmar, and Thailand. This is actually a multi-sectoral and technical and economic cooperation. That is Bay of Bengal Initiative for Multi-Sectoral, Technical and Economic Cooperation. That is BIMSTEC. Mm, but actually, the countries bordering Bay of Bengal, but two countries like Nepal and Bhutan not bordering Bay of Bengal, but uh, according to international law, they have claims over this Bay of Bengal region. They have the access to Bay of Bengal region. That is the reason why they are also included in this BIMSTEC. Next one, IORA, Indian Ocean Rim Association for Regional Cooperation. You can see the members here. Recently in news as sixth Indian Ocean Dialogue was held in Delhi. That was an initiative under IORA. This is nothing but an intergovernmental organization for regional cooperation. You can see the members around 22 members and 9 dialogue partners. Two notable thing, one related to Myanmar and one related to Pakistan. These two countries are not in IORA, even though they are bordering this Indian Ocean region. Next one, RCEP, Regional Comprehensive Economic Partnership. Recently in news, India decided not to join this RCEP. It is actually a free trade agreement involving 16 countries. Now only 15 countries because India backed out. So altogether 15 countries, ASEAN countries, then Australia, New Zealand, then China, Japan, North Korea. Next one, Eurasian Economic Forum. Eurasian Economic Forum was recently in news as Russia, one of the prominent members of this forum, stated that they are looking forward to forge a free trade agreement with India. So it is, it is nothing but an international organization for regional economic integration. That is Russia, Belarus, Kazakhstan, Armenia, and Kyrgyzstan are members. Next one, Quad Alliance. You get the idea from Quad Alliance, that is Quadrilateral Alliance, Australia, India, Japan, and USA. Why in news this Quad Alliance? That is a quadrilateral security dialogue was held recently. Actually, this four countries constitute this strategic dialogue. That is an informal strategic dialogue between these four members. Hopefully, it will be formal in near future. Next one, OPEC. OPEC was in news as Ecuador withdraw its membership from OPEC, and recent price war between these OPEC countries and other USA and Russia. These are the members of OPEC, and some other former members, Ecuador, Indonesia, and Qatar were former members, but they are not included now. Their headquarters is in Vienna, Austria, and Austria is not a member of OPEC. Next one, CARICOM. CARICOM was in news as Prime Minister of India addressed first India CARICOM Leaders Summit in New York. So, CARICOM is a treaty among Caribbean countries to promote economic integration. These are the members of CARICOM altogether, 15 full-time members in CARICOM. These island countries and these mainland countries as well. Next one, G20. That is, G20 was in news that 14th summit of G20 was held in Osaka, Japan, and next summit is in Saudi Arabia. So it is an international forum for the government and central bank governors of 19 countries, and 20th one is the European Union comprising 27 countries. Next one, Brexit and European Union. This is a map of European Union without Britain. These are the that violet mark one are the members of EU now. But instead of studying about the member countries, just know that there are 27 members and identify the non-members. Non-members are, Bosnia, Kosovo, Montenegro, Serbia, Norway, UK, Switzerland, North Macedonia, and Iceland are the non-members of EU. That's all about our second session of current affairs linked to mock work. Good luck.